Hello.
Hello. Oh, it's got to go well.
Now, Nick, you're the Courtyard Clinic's.
Thank you very much for the lift. Because this journey would take me an hour and a half if you weren't whistling me up.
So, your role as a masseur.
Yes.
What's it all for, and why? Why is it a complementary therapy?
God. Sorry, it's the it was that white van. I never thought you'd whip out in time. It's all. I mean, it's relaxation in essence. So obviously physical relaxation, but also reduction of stress. I think with any illness, there is uncertainty, and that actually causes a high level of stress with people. So when I first started doing this in the Courtyard, it was like 1994. So it was a lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear.
Oh, about how long somebody may survive.
May even survive, or what developments or progression might have. So that's where it all began, and actually because of generous funding from the Friends of St George's, the League of Friends, this clinic has just ran for the last 22 years.
And later Oasis, once they got involved.
Yeah, exactly. And actually now they funded a second clinic, a Tuesday evening clinic, and I think they're also funding half of my Friday morning clinic. So they are little bits of God wrapped up in charity shops.
Excellent. But the massage itself, some people might say, oh, well, it's relaxing for the time that you're having the massage. How quickly does it wear off? Some people might be thinking, oh, it's only good while you're being massaged.
Yeah.
Does that sort of feeling of relaxation last?
Yeah, well, maybe 2 or 3 days. You can improve sleep. You can reduce pain. But the tendency is that it will then come back over time. But there are some one-off benefits. I mean, for example, I have a client who very isolated in their situation with HIV to do with their cultural background, and I think actually just having that physical contact with someone else, I think most probably had a very beneficial effect for them. And that's a sort of, if you like, it's a one-off. I do see them from time to time, but just knowing that there can be someone there and have that sort of close contact is most probably very helpful. And there was something else I wanted to say about that, but I'm having a little bit of having a senior moment. Could you edit out a little pause like that while I try to remember?
What do you say to people who would say, oh, I couldn't take my clothes off in front of a complete stranger? What about that sort of taboo bit about, well, whether it be culture or just embarrassment, or they're shy?
I think there's an English thing, isn't there, about massage? I mean, I never hear it anymore, and I think maybe the world has changed. But when I was first qualified, it would be quite. You'd get an element of "Ooh, ah, Mrs."
Yes.
But I just think something's shifted, something's moved.
So that's really gone.
Yeah, I mean, there's a kind of self-censorship from my point of view, because people who really don't want massage are not going to book for massage.
Yeah.
Having said that, because folks may be watching this video, of course, who might think, oh no, I couldn't take my clothes off, is that the first time I see someone, I say, this actually can be quite stressful. So, really, you have to just do what feels very much in a comfort zone on a first session. So it could be just a little bit of foot massage. You keep all your clothes on, just take your socks off, small amount of talcum powder, and just a little bit of foot massage. And sometimes people start like that, and then after a session or two, it's like, oh, actually, my shoulders, could you do something with that? And people relax into it. And I think that's important. Your balls are swinging right into your face. Are you aware of that? Not a lot of people can do that. There's only 18 videos on YouTube where you actually see that being done, and I've seen all of them. It's harder for women.
Yes, sorry, I was trying to think of it. I thought you meant a shoulder massage. It's hard for women. I'm trying to be so professional.
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
It's free at point of use. I mean, essentially, you just book up for 3 sessions, and the way we look, because there can be a bit of a lag, it may be 2 or 3 months before a session's available.
Oh, right.
What I strongly recommend is that people book up, even if they're not quite sure if they're going to be free, they may be on holiday or whatever. Book up, and then if they can't make it, as long as you ring up and cancel, there is no harm in that. What we don't like is when folks just don't show up. But yeah, so it's free, and then when you've had 3 sessions, you can just book 3 more.
The massage is no different to a massage that somebody might get privately, is it? Or is there such thing as an HIV massage?
Well, the thing, I mean, what you can do, it depends what sort of private massage you have. You can just go along to a shop and they'll give you a bog standard protocol, and that's what they do. When I first see people, because you have a bit of a chat, so
Right.
though I do have a template, just, let's start and let's do some legs or let's do some shoulders or whatever. Different people have different needs. Some people might always have a bit of something going on with their guts, so it includes some stomach, or they get pain in certain areas, so that will get included in. So it's bespoke.
What would you say to the male population if they feared that they might get aroused because they're in a state of nudity or...
You're never in a state of nudity. One always keeps one's pants and bra on.
Right.
That some guys find that awkward. I mean, but I do have bras in all sizes. We're stuck in a traffic jam, aren't we?
Yes.
And also, I'm adept at a towel. There's a term for a towel. You're always covered in towels, and then it's just the area that one works on that I uncover. So it's not like you're lying around with no clothes on. There's a lot of privacy. There's also a curtain there, so you can dress and undress in privacy. I think it's a now this is going to be quite controversial, what I say, and clearly it's not always true, but I think if the therapist isn't sending out some sort of vibe, I think the client doesn't get that kind of vibe. My experience is that people don't get aroused. I've been in this business for 20 years. It's just not something that happens.
Yeah.
And I think maybe if you go for a different sort of massage and there's a different sort of vibe happening, and it can be quite subtle, then you feel differently about the massage. It also has to be said that usually, having said that they're bespoke massages, usually one starts lying on one's front, so even if just initially there's that little bit of, because it's new and strange, that can be quite normal. Maybe people do get a little bit excited, I don't know, but I never know. It's really, you're on your front for the first 10 minutes.
Right.
I'm not sure we put this. Would we need to go into this? Oh, accident.
Not in too much detail, no, but I think it's important so that people, that maybe that's their only hang-up and that's the only thing that's stopping them. It helps them understand that it really is not going to happen, and if it did happen initially, it's quite over with very quickly.
And actually, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't actually matter, because that's not where I'm coming from. And we wake up in the morning, whatever. It's just a normal thing. So it wouldn't be.
And it's not supposed to be massaged after all.
No. I mean, it's a forbidden. I mean, there really is a kind of a forbidden zone.
Yeah.
Obviously, which is within the pant area, and up on the inside of the leg, which can be really quite sensitive.
I was thinking that like erogenous zones.
So you just steer a little bit away from there. I mean, it doesn't preclude you, let's say, from working on the buttocks, but I have to say, usually at St George's, unless someone specifically has I had a client last week, and they just got all this pain in one of their. It was just all seized up, and then they had a bit of sciatica, and so I did just work a little bit area on the buttock, but actually normally I don't.
Right.
So it's I think it's very safe.
And going back to the shyness, if somebody wanted to keep a t-shirt on, it wouldn't be an issue. You could massage through clothes or fabric of any kind, or obviously not a raincoat.
No. Southwester. I'm just going to use Tapankment on this I do a lot of massage with people fully clothed at other venues.
Right.
This is a more kind of, you're lying down and going to use a bit of oil. But if someone said to me, "Oh, I want you to do my shoulders," but I did not want to take my t-shirt off.
Right.
I think I would must be doing a seated massage on a chair. I might be slightly out of my comfort zone doing a massage with someone keeping their t-shirt on. I've never thought about it, but if someone said, "Oh, yeah, let's just wear like this," then I'd say, "Oh, let's stay in the chair." They can sit in the chair, and I can massage their neck and shoulders and arms and back in the chair. I think it'd be easier.
What made you get into massage?
I actually did a short course sort of massage just for fun sort of thing at Queen Square. Is it called Mary College down in in the centre of town? I actually forgot where it is. It's the Mary Ward College. Anyway, I did that for like 12 Fridays with a friend, a very old friend, and I really enjoyed it. And I think there I thought, okay, this is something I need to take further. I was running a cafe under St Marylebone Church.
Oh, right.
And so that's I think that's where I thought, this is for me.
Does it teach you all the muscles in the body, or is it more just about the technique of massage? Do you actually have to learn anatomy?
You learn all the anatomy. Don't test me. That was 23 years ago.
I wouldn't know.
I just got him that muscle. No, it's that one.
I think I know a pec and a deltoid. That's about it.
Exactly. What was the question? I can't think of my mind. Oh, what made me get into it? Yeah. You use it, and I think I'm just a hands-on sort of person.
Well, that just makes it sound touchy-feely.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Touchy-feely, totally. And I think what we need now is love, sweet love. That's the only thing that there's just not enough of. Everyone's on their computers all the time, looking at people on the screen and all that. Actually, this is different. You cannot have a massage online. You do all sorts of other things, but this is actually physical contact.
I guess you could massage yourself whilst online.
Well, that's an interest. I think self-massage, it's all right, but it is not the same. It is a totally different proposition. There's something about having someone else
do it for you.
I mean, I've used these mechanical massages. Actually, they can be quite good, but it's still not quite the same thing.
No, it definitely isn't. I can speak from experience with that, with a Pro Shiatsu that we bought on eBay.
Is it good?
It works.
Yeah.
And if you've got like a little nodule of pain, it can sometimes be enough to shift it. But that's really for when you're not around and we have to resort to it.
I think that's quite good. That gives us an idea, doesn't it?
Yeah.